What up, YouTube? Hope you're having a good night. Y'all know me, I'm on the move. It's your boy Zulu Gutter. Like, share, subscribe. And you know how I do, man. I'm on the move, right? Every now and then I'll spark up a conversation. And I ran into a group of ladies. Now, I was getting myself something to eat, and I had my YouTube playing, and I was listening to Jada Black. And the title of his particular stream tonight was Women Cheat More Than Men Now, and they heard the YouTube playing and stuff, and they butted in, and why are you listening to that? And, now I'm dealing with three BWs. When as with this particular incident, and I'm like, hey man, I'm listening to Jada Black, man. He kicking them facts. He kicking straight facts. He tell the truth, and this is a well presented brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like y'all dealing with a slobbering at the mouth male giving his opinion, anything like that. It's like they just didn't want to hear it. They was just like, women cheat because men can't fulfill them. So let's tell the truth. Men can't do their job, and women aren't getting fulfilled, and they cheat. And I'm like, look, that's not what it is. Y'all cheat because y'all have freedom of expression more than ever and empowerment, and it makes y'all bold and clever and conniving to do more stuff in secret or just to be blatantly disrespectful. And that's why y'all do what y'all do. I said there's some other reasons too, like y'all overindulge. Um, Me personally, I kind of lean more toward that than anything because there's a science behind it, right? Now, hear me out. You have the phrase ran through, okay? Now, women who've dealt with a lot of men who's had a lot of sex, a lot of different sized dicks, is ran through, is damaged. Um, Not just sex though. They've been exposed to a lot of different men with certain amounts of money, men who simped, spoiled them, men who they were able to manipulate and get over on. See, all that's wrapped up into one bad product of a woman that could be headed your way at any given time in the present, right? Now, she's going to expect all her experiences and the things that she liked in her experiences to be given by you. And she doesn't make a distinction between was a lot of that stuff she did appropriate and also, along with her standards, um, should she be pressuring you or requiring you to do things that she hasn't came to terms with as being proper to do in the first place, something that possibly needs to be done away with, you know, to try to be compatible with the next coming man or the current man. And see that's the thing too. See y'all, I've done a video on what we call, based on red pill terminology, is the cock carousel. But see, the cock carousel has another element to it that I discovered that I'm coining called the penis scale. And the penis scale is basically small dicks average dicks, big dicks, right? Now, the average size dicks is 80% of the male population, where it's the biggest pool of available men to women to pair up with. Okay, which it should be, but the scale doesn't work that way because women get on a cock carousel and then they go up and down the penis scale. So they get the small penis, lots of average penis, and some big penis. You're probably going to have 10% of guys with a small penis and 10% of guys with a big penis. It's the same as the 80-20 rule when you talk about top earners of men. You know, and I told you women's ratios always revolve around that 80%. Sometimes it can go up into 90%. So you get these used up women in more ways than one, lying about being relationship compatible and who they are and what value they have. And you could be the nicest guy, most respectful guy, productive guy, supportive guy, protective guy, you know, loving guy, loyal, and you're on a countdown regardless. Because her past behavior is going to catch up with her. You know, I mean, these terms I'm about to mention now, like I'm not happy, I'm bored, I'm frustrated. I mean, they're coming because first and foremost, she doesn't know how to separate you from other men. And her idea of a man is incorrect. It's not even really her place to determine what a man is. First of all, she's not a man, especially she hasn't had the proper example of men in her life, right? And the worst thing is that they're bringing into the relationship all their experiences with other men, and you're going to get compared to them. And they're going to fluctuate and have flashbacks back and forth between the different men who did what. Somehow, somewhere, you're supposed to be Superman and be able to do all the things every man she's ever had in her life did, that the aspects of them that she liked, all combined in one. Now, not just that, it's just the influences from the outside world, her own particular habits and addictions that she has. Again, she hasn't come to terms with a lot of stuff, right? So now you're supposed to be Mr. Fix It, Mr. Can Do It All. And never once does she realize that she's the fucking problem and she got too much going on within her head and her body, right? I think the biggest farce is, man, that they can't admit to that they're the problem, but at the same time, you would rather cheat and just talk about it. And if you can't fix it, talking about it, of which most of it is supposed to be them coming to terms with who they are and what they have been doing and how they need to be corrected, they'll just go and cheat. They won't even break up with you. I would rather you be like, hey, man, I'm just saying, like, let me know what's going on. Personally, I don't do that shit no more anyway. I don't do relationships no way. It's not worth my fucking time. But hypothetically, right? They they don't even give you the opportunity to cure. Talk about it, go over it, as if they'll listen to you any fucking way. But at least At least go your own way. Cheat if before you decide to go and cheat, just break up, go your own way. Give an explanation. Hey, look, I'm not being fulfilled, and be done with it, right? But you say you're not being fulfilled, but why are you staying? See, that's the other thing too. You're not being fulfilled, but why are you staying? Well, you're staying because you're still benefiting in some way. Most of the time, it's financially, a place to stay, food, clothing, and shelter. So, and y'all gonna love this, right? When women saying they're not being complimented, they're not being stimulated mentally, and you're not giving emotional support. Basically, it is they just want some new dick. They're having sex cravings, and they want some new dick. Even if you're satisfying them, even if you're beating their back out. See, they try to make like they're not getting sex, or they're not getting satisfying sex, or they're not getting their back beat out. But really, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Because I really don't take them serious like that. I talk to them just to have some entertainment for myself. It's more of a spar with me. But don't think that everything they say in regards to, oh, I'm not getting satisfied sexually, I'm not getting enough attention, enough affection, and all that. That's not true. They just want some new dick. They want to have their cake and eat it too. No matter how nice, no matter how much of a good guy you are, that's just what they're going to do at some point in time. You know, and the conversation with them ladies that I had, all three of them blurted out, "Oh well, nobody's perfect." And I shut that shit down quick. I'm like, "Look, let me roll my window back up. Sorry about that. Try to turn my air on a little bit." I said, "Look, you know right from wrong, and you're supposed to have loyalty and discipline. You don't commit to something that you're not ready to uphold and do." And I told him, I said, you need to not be in relationships, or you need to leave a relationship before you cheat. You shouldn't stay there. You shouldn't deceive that person like that, or use that person like that, or run back and forth, or keep holding on to that person like that. And I said, in my younger years, teenage years and early 20s, I could possibly see you cheat because you're young. You still not far up out of puberty, and you still got like a lot of chemicals and stuff bouncing through your body that you're really trying to process and get a grip on. I get that. But I said at a certain point, man, you know better. You know, so I shut that shit down. Now you had one, she was just aggressive and over talking me and trying to stop me from talking. And I just said, look at this one. I just kept pointing at her. And her friends was looking at her and laughing. I said, look at this one. All this over talking, loud and aggressive, you know, she won't even try. She won't even let me get a word in unless I have to point her out as far as putting her on the spot for how she's portraying herself. That was the only way I could get that one quiet so I could continue to speak. Eventually, she got so mad because every time she was saying something, I would just revert back. Hey, look, here you go again, aggressive, loud talking, over talking. Not a proper exchange. You won't let me talk first, pause so you can say something, then I say something back in response. You know what I'm saying? It's about learning how to communicate with somebody. You know, proper communication, mediation. This is why you can't work your issues out with a man. And all her friends started laughing. It's like, yep, that's her. That's her. But you gotta excuse her. She's going through something right now. I said, she ain't going through shit. She need to goddamn calm my ass down. She's her own problem. Man, she got so mad, she said, F you. And I kept on kicking it. I kept on talking. I ain't take offense or nothing to it. You know, Matter of fact, I said, yep, you going to continue to have a problem. And left it at that. She eventually got up and just walked away and went off to herself. I kept kicking it. So these women, man, have overindulged in worldly things. And more, I'm talking about it just so many different ways, right? Now, sex is a big issue because, again, like I tell you all the time, women are not designed to have a lot of sex with a lot of men. It ruins them, you know. But there are other things too, like bad spending habits, bad any kind of bad craving, like women who go out too much, women who gossip too much, women who spend too much money, women who don't know how to stay at home, be content at home, women who don't know how to process boredom. That's a very bad thing too. That leads to a lot of shopping and going to the club parties and get-togethers and unhealthy socializing, a lot of stuff in excess, right? So I broke it down to him. I'm like, man, life is very simple, right? It used to be a time where you could be in love with somebody. I said, love is out the door. I said, now you got to do business. You know, you have to do business. So in order to do business, the only basic things from traditional relationships that you can possibly use is home ownership, retirement, fast and comfortable as possible, working together to maybe start a small business or buy into a franchise, you know, and your relationship and home comes first. If you put that at the top of the list, you'll be fine under a business construct, right? I said you could do it with love and pair bonding, but women are too far gone to be able to do that anymore. You know, they go, well, men cheat too, and men do this and do that. I said, yeah, well, I said, of course, but all men don't cheat. But the numbers for women are really bad right now. I mean, y'all just breaking records with y'all numbers. So our shit is manageable, you know. And, you know, I told him, I'm like, if you did that, if you took away the club, the having all your girlfriends in your business and the male friends and contact with the exes and the social media, you know, if you became plain Jane, got into health and fitness and did activities with your man and tuned a lot of stuff out, I said you would be okay, but you got all this stuff going on in your head, all these past experiences, and you're blaming a man for what you should have been done fixed and got rid of, you know, and letting this man be the person that he is, not something that you're trying to make him out to be or mold him to do was absolutely unnecessary, right? So you're the problem. I break that down to him. You know, finally I got one of them to agree to it, but guess what? She was big. Said, see, man, like, how you gonna be to blame for every fucking thing? They will never admit that they're fucked up, that they do fucked up shit. They've done all kinds of shit with all kinds of different dudes, got over on dudes, fucked dudes over, and somehow, some way, they can't be fulfilled. You know, and that's why they cheat more than ever. But man, hey man, avoid relationships, man. I mean, avoid that shit. Do business deals, man. If you got to have a female, man, you better get a motherfucking passport. and travel to a few different countries and learn about their culture and tradition and check, have a feminine check, submissive check, cooperation check. You know, and then being here in this particular country, man, you might have to date out. You might have to date, as far as black men go, you're gonna have to date out or just do business, man. Like you got to find a female who can help you do the numbers and the tasks that you want, and she looks the way you need her to look, and she does other things that you need her to do. But you need to approach her from a business aspect, man. Because other than that, man, this shit right here, and I'm telling you, man, black women ain't gonna make it, man. I'm sorry, man. Black women are gonna be doomed. They're gonna be alone. They're gonna be in packs, man. They're in packs now. I'm here in Northwest Florida, man, and I see packs of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, all by themselves. Every now and then there may be one dude. Most of them fat and out of shape. Man, this shit crazy, man. I'm talking about they don't want to get a grip on shit. It's always your fault, and they're not getting what they want. They can't be fulfilled, man. Get the fuck out of here. You know, I've disengaged with the BW. I mean, nigga, I pulled the plug on that shit. Now, what we consider black as far as biracial, I'm down with a biracial chick, half and half, and she's not ratchet. You know, she's real preppy. Yeah, I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? I spend a little time over there. But for the most part, full blown BW, hell to the now, pimp. Not your boy. You know what I'm saying? And old girl today was aggressive as a motherfucker, bro. I literally just had to keep telling her, like, man, you'll never, until you stop acting the way you act and work on your communication skills and your attitude, you always gonna have problems. Boy, she was heated, boy. She was heated. I said, good Lord Almighty, boy. Whoever that nigga was, boy, that nigga, either that nigga broke her heart or that nigga said, I got to get the fuck out of here. Man, I'm telling you, man. Nigga, you got niggas on YouTube talking about they still fuck with BWs. You got pump and dump niggas that say I only fuck with BWs. You know, shit. I don't even think, man. I get turned off, man. I be ready to pump and dump, and I be turned off, man. Because their attitude is everything to me. Their demeanor and attitude, man, that's everything to me, man. I get turned off, man. I wouldn't even want to pump and dump. You know what I'm saying? I try my hand, goddammit, you know, on the other breezes, man. Not now. But this shit really is an epidemic, man. It's a fucking epidemic, man. Woo! We need to invent a motherfucking new mental health institution just for them. They need it bad. It's bad, man. I came from a black woman, man, and I never thought it would be like this, man. Never thought. Woo! But anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video, maybe in an hour or so if I'm up to it. If not, I'll catch y'all first thing in the morning, man. Yeah, man, it's Zulu Gutter, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. You know, and I'm out, man. Have a good night.